So if it's true to form, we should start seeing willy-willies form up soon.
Yep.
It's about that temperature where they started doing it yesterday.
I'll have to look it up and find out what actually happens.
Yeah. Because when you were talking about that stuff in Kuwait near the runway,
Yeah.
you can imagine driving near the edge here, starting them.
Yeah. Well, you're shedding vortices now.
Yeah.
Off the back. They're horizontal, but they're still vortices. You get wind around things like signs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing though is you've got to have enough energy to drive it.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if in fact what was going on in Kuwait, because I didn't ask the details, is you start a vortice at the edge of the thing, but there's so much tarmac.
Yeah.
And it's so different from the rest of the stuff that you've actually got plenty of hot air.
Yeah.
And it just says, oh, we can go. And it goes.
Yeah. Well, I was reading an article the other day that was saying, is concrete the most destructive material on Earth?
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it, how much heat is trapped in concrete as a building product.
Yep.
And how, water runs off it and all those components. And, of course, its off gases are quite high, and its water consumption's quite high to make it. So, yeah,
Okay. No, it used a lot of water. It uses a fair bit of fuel.
yeah. Oh, well, what I mean is, I think they were talking about the whole environmental package for it.
Bloody useful stuff.
Oh, very useful, but, it's a bit like anything. This road absorbs no water.
Yeah.
Being a dark colour, it absorbs a lot more heat than the surrounds.
Yeah. So one of the consequences of absorbing no water is you see the grass either side.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit better, right next to the road.
So there's a lot of places where the last remnant vegetation of what was there when the place was before it was settled
Is
next to the road.
Yeah.
And because the road is there, often it's not in bad nick.
Yeah.
I think we saw some stuff today that was sand. I don't know that it absorbed much water.
Yeah.
When we saw that pooling on the pipeline track,
Yeah.
I don't know that the ground, the dip probably absorbed water, but the places where it wasn't growing, I don't know that it absorbed much.
No.
And I've seen soil in several places that doesn't absorb water very much. So Mum and Dad's place down the beach,
Yeah.
that soil didn't soak up water very much. You'd pour water on it, it would run off.
Yeah.
And it would bead.
Yeah.
It didn't soak it up like a sponge at all.
Well, it's a bit like when you're living in clay type land,
Yep.
right? If it's ridiculously dry, it's like tiles.
Yep.
And you get some between them, and then, once it's actually clayey, water runs off it.
Yep. So some of those reactive clays, they'll crack. They let water in.
Yeah.
They expand, the cracks fill up, and then it doesn't absorb anymore.
Yeah.
That's what happens around our place down in Cobar, is that it doesn't matter how much rain we get, you dig down a couple of feet, and it's as dry as a bone.
Yeah.
We've spent 20 years adding organic matter
Yeah.
to our garden.